I just wanted to share this information with you because it's really the most important information you should know after having too much milk or not enough milk. I explained in my previous videos. This is really the major information you should know. When I found this out, it really changed my life. I think without this information, I would have stopped breastfeeding. So basically what I'm going to tell you is that a feeding should last basically 19 minutes. So why 90 minutes? I was a bit shocked when I heard this because my son used to feed for about 6 to 7 minutes. So I was like, how am I going to do this? It's going to be impossible. Basically, why 19 minutes is because at the beginning of the feeding, the milk is very watery and it's called the fore milk. And basically midway and at the end of the feeding, the milk is called the hind milk. It's much more rich and creamier and sustainable, more filling. So when I found this out, I was like, oh my goodness, so my son is only getting the watery milk. And I then understood why my son was crying after the feed, why he was so uncomfortable, because it creates a lot of gas and it's very uncomfortable and it was creating pain. I think it was also creating acid reflux because my son suffered from that, and I think that really also just having this watery kind of sweet milk was really creating pains and digestion problems. So when I found this out, I was like, oh my goodness, okay, so I understand. He is getting the watery milk and he's not getting the fat. I also understood that was why he was wanting to feed more often. So it really opened my eyes. I was just like, wow, okay. So 19 minutes, I know it sounds a long time. Maybe for some of you it sounds normal or actually quite short, but for me it sounded really long. The way you can try and make it a bit longer, I say, is to stop, give little stops, little pauses for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes feeding, you stop and try and get some air out. Make your child burp so he's more comfortable and so he can last longer on the feed. I used to do 1, 2, 3 stops depending on how my son was, whether he was a bit fidgety and complaining. I would stop and make him more comfortable by releasing the air. This way it made me go from 6, 7 minutes to about 10 to 12 minutes, which was really good because I doubled the time. And also it's good because you must know that the milk, the fat in the milk doesn't get fat just at the end, like during the last 2 minutes. It builds up during the feed. So during the 19 minutes, the fat will just gradually build up until it reaches the maximum. So if you feed for 10 to 12 minutes, it's good. Your child is getting the fat. He may not get as much as some other children, other babies that feed longer, but he is getting some fat and it's making the milk and the digestion more comfortable and easier. I noticed a big change with my son. He wouldn't cry and he wouldn't complain as much, and it really, really changed my life. And it basically just helped me continue my breastfeeding journey, which was really, really important to me. So this is the information I could share. I hope it was clear enough. So basically just the main points is breastfeed as long as possible. At least, 10 to 12 minutes to 19 minutes is really good. Less than that, just know that your child might get the watery milk, and you will know why your child is maybe, crying, not comfortable, and wanting to feed more often. It's not the end of the world. If you can't, attain even the 10 minutes, just do the 8 minutes, but as long as possible, do some pauses, release the air so your child feels more comfortable and so he or she can stay longer on the breast. Okay, good luck, and I know you can do this. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be very happy to help. Lots of love. Bye bye.